So, you want raclette and rosti, but you have no idea what you're doing and is kind of stumped? That's okay, because I got you. In this video, I'll help you guide through the raclette event smoothly. Before we start, this event may or may not be beginner friendly, so it's best if you prepare your teams as fallen angels and their skills. With that out of the way, we can proceed with the video. First, go to the event. When entering, you will automatically receive 10 invitations. To use them, let's start by tapping Answer the Call, which will give you 5 randomized cards to choose from. In this case, I got the Times is Sinful Carol card. At the bottom middle, you can assemble your team here. At the bottom left is where you can choose your 2 talents. You may also adjust the difficulty, although keep in mind that the easier it is, the amount of rewards will decrease. If finished a certain difficulty, feel free to quick fight unless you don't mind missing out a few rewards. After consuming an invitation, you will be taken to a board game that contains various tiles. I'll simplify each of them. This one contains a side story, buy items from the black market, increase your food's stats, fight enemies, a chest with random rewards, extra dice roll that will either move you forward or backwards, and finally, the battle cards. I won't go into depth on battle cards, but I will put a tutorial here. At the end of the board game, there is a boss. To reach it, click here to roll the dice and you will randomly receive a number that will move you to the next square you land on. Unless there is a specific tile you want to go, use Tea Party Invitation and select that tile. You can only move up to 6 spaces with it. Once you reach the boss, you will be able to fight it. The enemies' attack and attack speed will gradually increase depending on the difficulty you've chosen, so be careful, otherwise you will have to lose this run if you're unable to beat them. It's recommended to have a defender to tank those hits and plenty of healers to heal your defender. After defeating the boss, your run will end and you will receive story notes and story summons. What to do with these story notes? We will head on over to Lucky Pitch Pot. Here, this is the event's gacha. For a single toss, it costs 1,000 story notes. For 9 tosses, it's 9,000. You need to do 100 tosses to tame Rosti himself, and you can still do more tosses even after getting him. You will randomly get his shards, tea party invitations, artifact tickets, etc. However, if you don't have enough story notes and can't gain any more after using up all of your invitations, there are other ways of getting them. One of them is landing on a chest tile, which will randomly give out an assortment of freebies, which includes story notes. That is enough for a single toss. Another way to obtain more story notes is the festival booth that's located on the bottom left side. This is where you will set up your booth, which is selling your food of choice and assigning someone to manage it. Choose any food you want, although it's best to sell the one that has the higher stat. You can adjust the dishes' costs, however, the more you increase, the less it will sell, and the more you decrease, the more it will sell. As for the booth keeper, it is recommended to assign a food sold that has a skill related to operating profits. For example, I want to sell milk tea, and by assigning milk tea, the food sold, she will increase its sales rate. You also have the option to change them out for something different, if you're not satisfied with it, that is. In the corner, this tag gives out clues for today's recommended dish to sell. The clues will be unlocked at certain times, so keep an eye out for them. For each day, recommended dishes will have a bonus 10% sell rate, so take advantage of that to gain more story notes. See the description for the order of special dishes. If you want to increase your desired dish to a higher stat, you will need to land on this tile to do so. The dishes being sold are random, and make sure you have enough story notes to boost the food's quality. Moving on to story time over tea, by accumulating enough story salons, you will be able to receive Raclette, his shards, unlock parts of the main story, and other rewards. Finally, to get these exclusive frames, read 6 side stories on each map. The stories are random, and the difficulties matters as well. See the description for the list of difficulties the side stories will appear in. Alright, and that concludes this guide. If you have any questions for this event, comment down below and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you all for watching, and good luck in getting Raclette and Rosti!